Hello, it's KrippledPotayto here, and today we are back with some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, last episode we just finished our little investigation, and I wish we had a little bit more information to go off of, as I'm still a little stumped on how the murder took place, how it went, how Chihiro died and everything. But yeah, we're here starting our second class trial. I know, it's been so fast. I felt like we just had our first class trial and now we're already here with our second one. So it's going by pretty fast. But yeah, as I mentioned last episode, at the end of last episode, this class trial will most likely be split into 2 episodes because of how long first class trial was, so I'm assuming that this class trial is going to be long too. Yeah, so I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone? Toko? Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... Oh my god, he doesn't remember. You really don't remember? Kidding. I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out of here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Yeah, go, Monokuma. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. No! I told him I don't want to go, but he forced me. I can't believe you drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! Whew, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. Ooh, Toko's mad. I'll see you guys down there. Who knows what she would do.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Well, we both already kinda know. Oh, no, I know for sure. I don't know if you know. Yakuya. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. I mean, that's for sure, but apparently someone did. Someone made a choice to kill a girl like that. That's so sad. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. What do you have to say for yourself, Toko?
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? I don't know, maybe cause she... killed Chihiro? I mean, I don't think she even knows. That's the weird thing. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. Can we go to the elevator? Oh, we can! We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. We're back on the elevator. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally... ding! It came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills.
Everyone, please find your assigned seat. Or assigned stands. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly last trial. It's begun! Oh! Yes, we save. We save. Oh yeah! Let's set our skills. We have new skills too, so... Let's see. We have robot job. Oh yeah, we already had that. Lost in thought. Whose was this? Increases the time limit for each phase. Can we even put this one in? Oh, we can put all of them in. We don't have to leave one behind. Okay, perfect. Actually, let's look through the e-handbook one more time. The truth bullets, right here. Just a really quick summary. I don't want to spend too much time like last time. Chihiro Fujisaki. Yes? Time of death around 2 a.m. at night. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. Cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. Sakura's account. Although Chihiro wanted to get stronger, she declined invitations from Sakura and Aoi and used the locker room at night to avoid them. Chihiro said she needed help. Oh, she may have been meeting someone in the locker room the night she was murdered. And the dumbbell was used as the blunt object to kill her. Mundo's account. Chihiro told everyone that she wanted to get stronger. She admires strength more than anything else. Card reader. In order to unlock the locker room, you need to swipe your e-handbook over the card reader. You need a male e-handbook for the boys' locker room and a female for the girls. And it's not possible for two people to enter at the same time. Main hall e-handbooks. The handbooks of each student that died is placed in the mailbox in the main hall. Broken e-handbook. One of the handbooks found in the main hall had been broken, which is rare. Junko and Sayaka's look to be okay, so they assumed that the broken one is Leon's. But Monokuma says that it's very unlikely that Leon's handbook would have been broken. Okay, Genocide Jack case file. Why did I say it like that? Genocide Jack case file. Suspected genocide victims are these people, and a lot of them. They were killed, mounted nearby to a wall, and the word bloodlust at the scene of each crime written in blood. Aoi's account. Chihiro kept her distance from the other girls and was close with the guys. Boys' locker room carpet. There was a stain. 2 locker room posters. Blood was found in the poster in the girls' locker room of a big-breasted supermodel, while the poster in the boys' locker room was a boy band. So they must have been switched. Chihiro's e-handbook. Chihiro's handbook was not found on a corpse and has apparently gone missing. So the possibility still stands that the broken e-handbook could be hers. Status of the dead body. Been suspended, her hands bound with rope, and a blow to the head, a fatal injury. Disappearing stain. Sakura said that she spilled coffee on the girls' locker room floor, but it's been scrubbed away. It's gone. Library desk lamp. Byakuya uses this lamp a lot because he likes to stay in the library, but the extension cord was gone. Celeste's account. On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems like she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably, she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. The bag was not found on the crime scene, so someone took it. So yeah, that's all truth bullets. Hopefully that isn't too long and explained well. Hopefully it is explained well and it isn't too long. But yeah, we're gonna finish our preparations and start the class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Ooh, he's starting out the conversation already. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Okay, let's do this. We already know locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
You're right, Sakura.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Iron pipe?
No, it's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
What else are you supposed to do? It's an investigation, Aoi. You're just in a dining hall, she was just in the dining hall eating her donuts.
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Yakuya knows. Genocide Jack.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Ooh, new element? Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Huh? Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there is a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Ooh, silencer. How will this work? Genocide Jack case file. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Ooh, seriously.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Why,
I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Go right here. Trying to block me? I see you, white noise.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Yeah, and why question it? There's so many weird things going on at this school that are kind of more confusing than this.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Booblust.
Booblust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Booblust. It sounds better.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. How the victim was positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Genocide Jack.
Because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
Yes, fucking way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
He knows.
What?
I don't know, why am I getting... I feel like this isn't supposed to happen. I don't know why. Usually, Makoto, I feel like the main character would expose the killer instead of a side character. So this feels a little weird. Actually, I don't know, this might be a little crazy, but looking back at the first class trial, they mentioned something about having accomplices to the murder. And looking back also to earlier on, Toko and Byakuya, they're hiding something about a promise that they both made. Could that promise be something related to this murder?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm just throwing it out there.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Bloodophobia.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why has this gotta be so complicated?
The riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. Her split personality. The answer to that is she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Oh, Hangman's Gambit. What's this? What? What? Wait, what? What's this word? S? C? I? B? T? Ooh, I might have messed up.
Now I understand.
Oh.
Is it because
Schizophrenia.
Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Wait, how did I get that? How did I... What? Aren't schizophrenia and split personality are two different things? What? I'm so confused. But I mean, we got it, so... Yeah, I'm still a little confused. Oh my god. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what exactly this Hangman's Gambit is. But yeah, I'm just gonna go on.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Was he there when that happened?
Perfectly acceptable.
Yes.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine! Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure.
She was acting funny.
Melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Ignore me.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
The lessons saved.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive it out. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Oh, to keep her from getting out and killing more people.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
She knows.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this?
What?
No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Ooh.
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Oh, I forgot all this happened in the span of a day. Last night was when he gave the motive speech. Whoa. They only had a day to figure all this out?
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
She said she wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh no. I feel like Genocide Jack's gonna come out any moment now.
What?
Was that the promise? Not to tell anyone about her? Genocide Jack's side?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Why does it seem so easy though? Why do I still have a feeling that Byakuya is part of this somehow?
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first.
Oh.
You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
He knew before. He knew a while ago.
But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Ooh. Well, Toko, your hopes are too high. You shouldn't have said it too high. It's Byakuya.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Ooh, Byakuya.
I hate you.
Do you really?
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
Oh, they're gonna get Genocide Jack. I'm out.
You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second,
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
oh hi, Genocide Jill?
What the heck?
Wait, oh that's crazy. Genocide Jack, Genocide Jill, all this time, they're trying to get out of Toko's body.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Ooh, that tongue.
What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
I kinda like this more than Toko, to be honest. Oh, that laugh though.
So intense.
You like that, huh, Hero?
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little light. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
That's some psychotic laughter. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
He's so scared.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Even Monokuma doesn't wanna.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
True. Actually, I didn't think about that. They caught her so many times, but they never did anything.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Gonna end up choking on her spit if she laughs anymore.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
Oh, then she would be arrested. Or killed. Executed. Whatever.
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Yeah, I guess.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
What?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
It wasn't?
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all this. We need more details. I'm confuzzled too. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
What?
What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Was that Latin? I don't know what that meant. Okay, I just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right. What he said.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you
Yakuya.
really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches.
Modus operandi. Mode of operation. The killing? The mode of killing wasn't right?
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, methods of murder.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
It looked way more brutal. Actually, with scissors.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Ooh, professional.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
That makes complete sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and the stomach. Here, you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury. They killed.
The cause of death is different.
Yeah, they killed using a head injury, but in the case files, it wasn't a head injury.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
I mean, you can't really get scissors in this school. They kind of had the dumbbell just lying around, you know, so...
Yes! That is remarkably different from the other murders. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
One more, huh?
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Can you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here, you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her? The little extension cord.
The killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
But again, how would you get those scissors?
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement!
Ooh, specially designed?
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
There's more?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Big Mac? I love that.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They were guys.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
She only kills guys.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it? If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was a girl, not because Chihiro was her lover.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
She's giving a really good case. 10 Harada 32, Tetsuhiro Honda 17, Shoji Gaku 23, Kano Issei 14, Takeshi Yoshida 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohira, Takeshi Masamue, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Adorable.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it!
Whoa, this is a side that I never thought would happen.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
I mean, they can.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it.
You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
True. Genocide Jill does make really good cases for herself.
That does make some amount of sense.
Yes! Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors! Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors! I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Yeah, Fumi. So uncultured. It's not just any scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
What? You brought them!
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! The rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
This is a crazy twist.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Except for Byakuya. But wouldn't Byakuya be too easy? I feel like I'm putting my trust in Byakuya. I know I didn't earlier. I called him an accomplice to the murder. But I feel like it's someone else.
Yeah! That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Byakuya. Right here. You.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Actually, the thing is, if it was Byakuya that did the murder, why would he help Makoto? Why would he give him all this information? Wouldn't it just have been safer to just not say anything? He wouldn't put more suspicion on him.
Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it! The adorable glasses man was behind it all! Oh, I'm on fire!
Ooh, calm down, Genocide Joe. He's not interested.
What's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
What happened? And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
He's not the killer.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Wait, how did he know the victim was Chihiro?
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
They weren't exposed to the victim yet.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okay. Next, we're gonna add something called the truth flashback. Ooh. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Ooh. We're using a weak spot to refute monochroma file number 2. Ooh, that's just harder.
You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction here. Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we even find out. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. Okay, let's do it one more time. So right here. Flashback? Ooh, look at that!
But he was acting weird...
Ooh, pretty.
Presented with the opportunity to
Before we found the body.
the victim
Was Chihiro.
Did it.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
I don't know if it's his calm nature that makes me doubt that he's the killer, or I don't know, he might just be big braining us. I don't...
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've gotten cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Kyoko. Haven't heard you in a while.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there, the extension cord. But anyone could have gotten the extension cord. What could it be? Ooh, another one. Okay. Library desk lamp, right there.
What? The difference between the pieces? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that.
Fishy indeed.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Byakuya?
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Byakuya, your case isn't looking good so far.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
I mean, there is a possibility someone else took it. I still have a little sliver of belief that Byakuya isn't guilty. But all of these pieces of evidence are making it hard.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
How would he get into the girls' locker room? He needed a girl's pass, but he told Makoto about the extra e-handbooks. Why would he do that?
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
It can't be him. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Or this thought could still stand. He helped someone do the murder.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still,
There's more.
there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. Oh, this is his plan, to repeat everything to see how ridiculous it sounds. Smart. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. What does that mean? Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
Oh, he's gonna say, how did you get in the girls' locker room?
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Oh. Or yeah, it happened in the guys' locker room. Because of the change in posters and the rug.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later,
Oh.
along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
The rug in the poster.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? Oh? When the story suddenly moved to a crime scene, Byakuya, who had been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker room. Let's do it. The posters.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Big-breasted to big boob. Upgrade.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yes, because of the bloodstain.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
The rugs.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Right here. Where is it? Boys' locker room carpet.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
Why would they move it to the girl's locker room? Because it's a guy that murdered her. If it was a girl that murdered her, why would they leave it in the girl's locker room to make everyone believe that Chihiro was killed in the girl's locker room? And the only people who can access the room is a girl.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
Just like I said earlier, Celeste.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Oh yeah, there's still that.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
I mean, there was a theory I had before that Chihiro was actually a guy. That's why she was trying to work out at night.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh?
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Hiro, tell us. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Oh, Leon's handbook. Hiro knows about that?
Really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer after all.
Hacked it.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's...
Leon.
No, that's wrong.
So it was in fact Leon's handbook.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Oh? So many twists.
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
So it was broken before.
Oh. Well then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own...
Oh my god. Is she actually a guy?
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
Where is her handbook? Can't they look at it? To make sure?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Taka, not yet. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? None of that's true. At least I'm betting on it. But still, I don't know what else I can do. Yeah, how do we prove that Chihiro was in the boys' locker room?
Hold on a second.
Who has her e-handbook? We can double check that way, you know?
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
If Kyoko agrees, then I believe her.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that,
Tell everyone, Kyoko.
why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Guess we're taking a break.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Ooh, field trip.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Let's go, Kyoko. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna cut it off for part 1, class trial number 2. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And part 2 of this class trial number 2 will be out shortly after this commercial break. Just kidding. It'll be out soon though. So, yeah. Bye.